Every year, 20,000 elephants are killed by poachers for their ivory tusks. It's heartbreaking stuff, but there is one Aussie out there, an ex-soldier, who's made it his mission to make a difference.
I lived every young boy's dream, jumping out of choppers, blowing up, stuff that most kids can only dream of doing on a PlayStation. I came to Africa because I was looking for the next 6 months adventure.
Right. This elbow's got to come right through, okay? Bang! And then come back and protect yourself. Left, right, left, bang! Okay? Ready, strike! Strike!
I had money and I had skills that could help these rangers, and I made the choice to dedicate my life to helping these guys protect these animals.
Yeah, that man is Damien Mander. He's the founder of the International Anti-Poaching Foundation, and he recruits and trains local rangers in Africa to take on those poachers. And for more, we are joined by the man himself. Good to see you, Damo. I know you very well from filming with you last year for 60 Minutes in Zimbabwe. It's amazing work you do. Just recap for people how you ended up moving from fighting for our special forces to fighting on behalf of these animals that are under siege.
Yeah, thanks, mate. After a bunch of years in Iraq, just left the military and just trying to figure out the what next, and ended up in Africa, travelling around and just seeing the plight that wildlife was under, and also the people that had dedicated their lives to protecting these animals. And, you know, that became my next fight, mate. That was back in 2009, and since then we've scaled our operations to, we've now trained rangers that help protect over 10 million acres of wilderness every day.
Well, we're looking at pictures at the moment of the Akashinga Rangers. This is this all-women unit that you've got working there on the front line in this dangerous line of work. How did you decide that this was a project that you wanted to embark on?
Yeah, look, mate, my military units, being as a Navy clearance diver and special ops sniper here in Australia, they're all male units, and when I went to Iraq, we only worked with males. Came over involved with conservation. It's a heavily male-dominated industry. Women are outnumbered on the front lines by around 100 to 1. In a time when we're seeing that empowering women is the single greatest force for positive change in the world today, and we just wanted to try something different, mate, and we haven't looked back.
Yeah, I remember you saying to me, it turns out the women are better at it.
Well, look, they're different, mate. Women naturally de-escalate tension. Women seem to want to talk to a problem before they blow it up or shoot it. Very good if you're trying to build a relationship alongside with communities that live alongside the area you're protecting, full of animals that poachers are trying to get to. Zimbabwe ranks 160 out of 180 countries on the Global Corruption Index. So if Denmark's #1, Zim's 160. In the 2 years with working with these women, we haven't had a single incidence of corruption. So that's just another element that comes into it. And women, let's face it, for so long we've been ignoring the most powerful force in nature, and that's a woman's instinct to protect.
Look, it's fantastic work you're doing, and it's getting a larger international profile. In fact, some of your work was recently featured in a documentary by none other than James Cameron called The Game Changers, which is on Netflix. Can you take us through what it was like working on something like that?
Yeah, look, mate, they have an amazing team there, amazing resources to make these documentaries. Being involved with James Cameron, also Oscar winner Luis Ahoyos, who got the Oscar for The Cove. The Game Changers is about a plant-based diet, and being able to thrive on a plant-based diet. Focuses on a lot of athletes from around the world. I came at it from an ethical standpoint. Working in conservation, it doesn't make sense to go out, protect the environment and animals, and then come home and throw them on the fire at the end of the day. That was our approach in the movie. And interestingly, this growing army of women, we started with 16, we've now got 120. There'll be 320 by the end of next year. That whole program is plant-based.
Well, Damo, it's great to see you again, and it is sensational work you and your teams there do. We'll chuck up on the website more information on how people can support those projects as well. But good to have you on the show this morning.
Beauty, Tom. Thanks very much, mate.